Is this thing on? Light module. Mission log 3. I'm talking to you from some time in the future. As you can see, I'm still alive. Somehow, something went wrong with the suit's self-recording system. And as per the Enterprise protocol, I'm obligated to keep a record of the events that occur here. Luckily, my visuals have remained intact. Now, to catch you up on what we've done. We've learned how to extract water from the local cacti flora. That, combined with the composited flesh collected from the monsters outside, has given me the sustenance and hope I need. I spent the rest of the evening sifting the sands and dirts I had available. When the sun came up and creatures outside stopped crawling out of the hot sand, I made a break for it out of my shelter. The idea? To lure the undead away from my home to start on an external defense. When I returned to my base of operations, I collected the wood I could and began constructing a fence to create a perimeter. The safety of my fence could open up the opportunity to use the valuable time I had on productivity. When the fence barricade was complete, I began digging a pit to the underside of my ship. What I didn't know was how cunning the monsters actually are. They crawled up the side of my ship, falling to the inside. Now, instead of keeping them out, I had them trapped in. I was forced once again to hide in the safety of my ship and wait out the night, taking stabs at the creatures periodically through the night to thin the herd. Learning from my mistake, I spent the entirety of the next day reworking my exterior fencing. Evening came, I fashioned some torches to light up the area, and watched from a window inside my ship to see if they could find a way inside. This time, it was a success. I was able to now spend the night digging the sand from under my ship, fashioning a small garden safe from the sun's rays that I watered with the fluid leaking out of my own ship. I spent the next few days planting crops and raising the height of my fence. After studying the silkworms, I discovered they could be placed in trees. The result would lead them to infest the trees with their silks, which I could then fashion into strings, which was terrific news for me. That meant I was now able to sift to my heart's content without risk of breaking my sifting net. I spent time going through the Enterprise's survival questing manual, submitting various things like silkworms and salts. Adding dust to my water, I was able to make clay. With it, and a handful of other materials, I was able to mold a small bucket. Blasting it in a furnace I made from sifting stones solidified it. I spent the next several days expanding my crops, transporting water extracted from the cactus, and sifting dirts and sands from what tiny amounts of materials they could give me. Still, I'm researching more uses for the silkworms as opposed to just the strings from the leaves. I believe I'm on the edge of a breakthrough, as when harvesting the silk, I noticed there is a small, sticky, and frosty substance coming from it. That's it for this mission log. Thank you for tuning in.